It's story time. I just finished a story. It's called Not So Sourdough. My oven hasn't worked in 10 months. It's a long story, one that is thankfully coming to an end on Tuesday when they'll hopefully make the final repair. So here I am at the sink tending my sourdough starter, hoping that by the time the oven is fixed, I'll be baking up a storm. It's my second go round developing a starter. The first time was, about 11 months ago. It got good and bubbly and just right, and then the oven went kaput. I still nurtured the starter for a few weeks, optimistic that the oven would be back in service any day, and anxiously anticipated a warm, crusty, airy, tangy loaf of sourdough bread slathered in melty butter. In the words of Oprah Winfrey, I love bread. Can you smell it? Today, my starter is bubbly, and that makes me so happy. It's only about 7 days old, and we are on track. Initially, I resisted trying sourdough because I'd heard starters were finicky and that Mississippi humidity made a good one nearly impossible to develop. But something in me decided to ignore the haters and give it a go. I didn't know this until today, but since the beginning, all those 11 months ago, it's been teaching me lessons. Lesson 1, I already have what I need, and what I have is enough. Sourdough starter is just flour and water. Did you know that? No need to add yeast. The yeast is all around us. It's in the air, on our hands. Turns out even the final bread recipe is made up of only 3 ingredients: flour, water, and salt. You probably have all those things already in your pantry. So often we overcomplicate our current situation, thinking we need just one more thing to make us happy, to fulfill us. But if we look around, we'll find that we already have enough. What we need is to nurture it, tend it, be consistent. Lesson 2, sometimes things that stink are actually good for us. When sourdough starter is active and hungry, it gives off a funky smell. It's begging us to notice it, feed it, love it. And what happens if we ignore it? It will develop this runny liquid called hooch and lose volume. The starter itself will get runny and stagnant. It can develop bacteria and get all out of balance. But surprisingly, even after months of neglect, the starter can be revived and brought back to life with the right care and nurturing. Relationships are a lot like that. We get distracted by the day-to-day routines of life and forget to tend to our partners, friends, and family. We take for granted that they'll always be there, that they don't need anything from us. They start to stink, get distant, detached. But if we redirect our attention and feed them the things that keep us connected, our time, our focus, our love, those relationships can often be revived. Daily attention is a lot easier than trying to revive something that's gone stagnant from neglect. Lesson 3, it's necessary to discard some things every now and then. To maintain a healthy starter, the first step is throwing half of it out every day. The part you throw out is called the discard. This shocked me at first and felt really wasteful, but now I love this step, and it's taught me the most about life. I'm a rabid organizer. I love to throw things away and donate things. Every now and then, I'll try on every single item in my closet, and with a fierce, objective eye, ask, do I love this? Does this look great on me? Does it fit my body right now? And if not, it goes into the be gone from me pile. I never stress over, but I paid so much for this, or think, maybe someday I'll wear it. No, I thank it for the lesson it taught me. It turns out I never actually wear the souvenir t-shirts I always think I need, and move on. Taking a good hard look around us and discarding the things that don't bring us joy is an incredibly rewarding process, but it takes strength and determination to do a complete job. The same is true of relationships. If you consistently feel worse after leaving someone's presence or company, maybe it's time to thank them for the lesson they've taught you and put that relationship in the donate pile. If it doesn't fit who you are now, move on. Lesson 4, discarding is a gift that is multiplied in its giving. If you don't throw out the discard every day, your starter won't function properly. It'll get out of balance. Sometimes, instead of throwing the discard down the drain, I put it in a separate container and create a new batch of starter. This is called creating a levain from the mother. Fancy sounding, isn't it? You can do a lot with a levain. My favorite thing to make is a batch of yummy, yeasty dinner rolls. You can also share the levain with a friend, and they can pick up the daily feedings, and voila, they're on the road to sustaining themselves, being fed, nourishing their family, all thanks to what you discarded. Cutting ties with a partner or a friend can feel heartless and cruel. After all, you've spent years of your life investing in that relationship. Or donating an item of clothing that was expensive, still has the tags on, or carries memories with it can feel selfish and wasteful. But the real lesson here is that keeping something or someone that no longer serves you is what is wasteful. That coat that hangs in your closet year after year, its potential warmth wasted, takes up space you could use, crowds your other clothes, and causes someone in need to be needlessly cold. Lesson 5. Sometimes we just need a fresh start. Daily sourdough starter maintenance isn't pretty. Every few days, I'll move my starter into a clean container. I'll scrub out the old crusty jar, messy from daily feedings, and let it dry until it's called into service again. Life gets messy slowly. A little neglect here, a little avoidance there, and eventually the jar is crusted over. Life is messy, but the good news is that even though the dough may be dried up and crusty all up and down the sides, you don't have to stay stuck inside that messy, dirty jar. You can start fresh. Now. Today. Not Monday. And it doesn't have to be everything all at once. Just clean the sides off and get yourself where you can see a way out. Then nurture your life a little every day with a few small habits that make a big difference. I'd bet money you already know what to do. Lesson 6, the right ingredients matter. Unbleached flour makes the best sourdough. It holds on to more of the wild yeast, more flavor, better structure. I don't know about you, but I want a sturdy, open structure. I long for robust flavor in my life. But being unbleached and all-purpose isn't easy. In this day of influencer-dominated social media, there's pressure to only show the bleached versions of ourselves, the whitewashed, false persona of everything is perfect, I'm fine, thank you. But when people hide their scars or bleach their tanned, crusty edges, they lose the ability to teach others resiliency. Leading an all-purpose life means you are adaptable to ever-changing surroundings. You're ready for what life throws your way. The wildness of unbleached flour helps it catch the yeast in its environment. I don't want a sterile, lonely life. I want community, the magnetism of diversity, connection. Lastly, lesson 7, good sourdough starter takes time. One thing's for sure, you can't mix flour and water today and make sourdough tonight. It takes time to develop that tangy flavor and a bubbly starter. The flavor of life is a result of decades of sour experiences broken down by time. Allowing for a long fermentation time, choosing patience over shortcuts, that's what results in deep flavor. It's what others find nourishing. To the eternal question of why am I here and what is the meaning of life, my answer is I want to leave people better than I found them. That means being my authentic self, tanned, crusty edges and all for the world to see, right along with a springy, sturdy inside. Able to bear the weight of whatever life spreads on me, perfect paired with a partner or a friend who's my jam, but confident enough to know I'm delicious all by myself. Tuesday, the oven gets fixed. I know the first loaf won't be perfect, but that's okay. I have a lifetime of fresh starts and delicious mistakes to learn ahead of me. Here's hoping I'll rise to the occasion.